Welcome Shankarji, it's such a pleasure to have you with us. Thank you so much for coming.
Well, thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be with you here.
Thank you,
as well.
thank you so much.
You do a lot of interesting jugalbandis with a lot of Hindustani artists. Traditionally, evolution-wise, in a Hindustani concert, the vocalist is accompanied by a tabla and the harmonium. For us, in Carnatic, there is the MRIDANGAM and the violin. Are there acoustic reasons to it? Can they be interchanged, or is it just the way we've gotten used to them being paired?
Carnatic music, I think we started off with a flute accompaniment instead of, it was not violin before. I don't know whether we ever had a veena accompaniment, even though I think I've heard my gurus mention that it used to be veena before it became flute. But the reason why violin is today the accompaniment for a vocal concert is because it's a string instrument and can provide you continuity. Same is the case with harmonium. Even though it is a wind instrument, because it is not based on a human's breath, it can still give you the continuity. I'm sure violin can accompany a Hindustani concert.
Okay.
No doubt about it.
Okay.
Somebody on the harmonium might find it difficult to accompany a Carnatic concert because of the way our gamakams are structured. Again, Hindustani, the harmonium itself is fret based or key based, right? So it can give you only flat notes, and the only way you can deal around the gamakams is to use the notes around the actual note.
Right.
And if you look at it, if I want to sing that ga, even though it's a Kalyani ga, ga ma ga ma ga ma ga is the swaram, right? So the way the harmonium guy would do it is to do, but it still doesn't give you that continuity at a granular level.
Right.
It is still two different notes that he's playing. It's not na. If I reduce the pulsating of the gamakam to a much lower amplitude, whatever, then it's difficult for somebody who is based on a key instrument to actually reproduce it. So I don't know whether, and the other aspect is the Gandharam is not the same everywhere.
Right.
A Gandharam or any other swaram is based on, even though you look at it from a scale perspective, it might still be R1 or R2. The way you implement it in a ragam is based on the overall construct of the ragam. And therefore, the R2 might be slightly more than R2 or slightly less than R2. Like for example, Shri Varalakshmi Namastubhyam. That ni, pani sa, pani, pani. How do you get that in a harmonium? They might be able to do it, and maybe a talented player might be able to come off in flying colors. He might create an illusion of a gamakam, the way he plays it. But I don't think he can do full justice to the Carnatic system itself, because it's based on gamakams, and gamakams are by nature continuous pulsating notes, which I don't think a key-based instrument can produce 100%.
Right. How about the tabla versus the mridangam?
Personally, I would prefer mridangam to tabla. I think in Hindustani also they have two different types of tablas. One is called a sur tabla. The other one is a normal tabla.
Okay.
I think the normal tabla is set to the higher shruti. So sa sa is probably where they set it. But the Sur's tabla is the one that actually they tune like a mridangam. Mridangam as an instrument has no equals, really. Even though they can use the bigger tabla and produce all those jazzy stuff and often are able to captivate the audiences, the mridangam nadam itself is completely different in terms of what the gumikis can do, what the dopi can do, what the meetu chapu can do, what the ara chapu can do. It's very very difficult to replace mridangam as an instrument. I would just leave the tabla to Hindustani, mridangam to Carnatic, and then violin to Carnatic. It fits in perfectly.
Right.
So even though violin is a Western instrument, it is not an Indian instrument, right? But it fits in perfectly.
Yeah, true.